sure to like and comment and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to tell me your thoughts on these videos. Let's get started, everybody. Now, I know I usually do my countdown brand on most of these, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for you guys because, quite honestly, I'm just going to spare you the details. Now, this may not be a request per se, but it was one user that I had my mind on for quite some time, though. Who is this, you may ask? Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binaries alike, let me introduce you to Roku-kun the Vyonder, also known as a user that do I even need to say it at this point? Do I? Kill me, please. Yeah, honestly, though, I'm not surprised as someone who's an idiotic flamingo. This is another video that I didn't want to go too much about, but I decided why the hell not, though. So let's get started. Now, if you're anyone like me who used to watch Go Anime videos, yeah, I used to watch Go Anime videos when I was 15 years old. This was when I was, or in this case, still a dumb person who didn't want to nothing to do with myself at life, though, when I come home from school. So, as such, though, I used to watch a lot of Go Anime videos. But this wasn't until I was around, I think I was around 20 or 21 when I used to watch Roku Kun the Vyonder. Now, for those who are wondering, who is this guy? Who is he, and why am I doing a video so soon about this guy? Well, to tell you the truth, guys, I wanted to do this guy for quite some time on my take ons. Not necessarily because a lot of people wanted me to do something like, say, what happens when you mix up Vyonder and then all of a sudden just say, yeah, that's all to it, though. I think what's all is worth it, though, is that he's one of those users who takes the Go Anime videos a bit more extreme. Well, I say a bit more extreme, but the term bit is not even a loose term at this point. It's a false term, if I'm being honest with you guys. What I can tell you is that this is one of those users, for those who are wondering, is gonna probably be slapping me in the face if I have to say this. I thought at first he wasn't a bad guy. Yeah, go ahead, slap him in the face. I don't care at this point. But what I do know is that this is one of those users where I have to ask one question. Did anyone realize that his videos are too violent? Okay, if you don't know the Go Anime community, there's this community where they always put harsh reality on Dora, Caillou, and Little Bill. All of cartoons that I grew up as a kid. While I am the latter of these cartoons, I'm not gonna say my opinion on them because that's not what this video is for. But what I can tell you is that he basically treats his these cartoon characters like they're worse than Hitler. Yeah, that should give you an idea of what it is, though. Now, when doing research on the guy, I thought at first, like with Star Giant Productions before me, I thought at first everyone was just talking out of their asses at that time. Yeah, go ahead. You can tell me in the comments if I'm stupid. But I don't want to say this as in this is coming from someone who used to follow a lot of people. Trust me, even the most diehard people who follow other people will know what I'm talking about, though. But when it comes right down to it, Rokukan is one of those users that I myself thought at first he was at least a decent person at the very least. But that said, however, yeah, there's a reason why the Go Anime community, along with Paper Luigi and Harry, whatever his name was. I do apologize if I can't figure out the name though. But what's been done has been done though. The damage that he's been doing though with these videos on Go Anime are just they're just not that good. And what's even worse to me is that his violence on these videos really go ahead and just take child abuse to a whole new level. Now you could say maybe it's just doing a parody of these here. There are limits on that stuff, but I'd argue that if someone who goes through child abuse, especially if they're, children, they're not going to find this funny. They're going to find this a harsh reality of what it is in general. And to give you an idea of what I mean by that, I would tell you more about this by showing clips on the site though, but given last week how I got a copyright strike from who else? From copyright of YouTube itself though. Seriously, YouTube, fuck you. I think that's what really gets to me is though is that Roku Kun the Beyonder, if I'm being honest, he's worse than Satan. And that's saying a lot, especially because the videos that he does that make him feel like he's a good person, you could say. By the time of this recording, I'm looking up on him right now, and he has about 31K subscribers. Yeah, I thought at first that Madeline would have it worse, though, but I think it's safe to say even the most diehard people who will subscribe to anybody at this point. Granted, I am gonna say this, I used to follow this guy, but after watching more and more of his videos, they got so much worse. Like, so much worse than anyone could say, though. And I know what you're thinking. Flamingo, how bad can they ever be? Yeah, I can definitely tell you they're not that good, though. Like, at all. Even if to the person who used to follow him for a while, though, I'm gonna say this right here and now. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from his fanboys because they're probably gonna hate me after this episode. But what needs to be said needs to be said because this guy is ballistic with his videos. His videos were filled with violence, child abuse, making hypocritical statements and all that stuff, making torture porn as shows up, making them a lot worse by comparison, drag on too long, just basically anything that you could possibly name though. Now, I myself don't have a problem with people stretching their videos if they make it into an episode or a movie, especially with Go Animate, because let's be honest, I know a lot of people don't like Go Animate now because of all the shitty violence and everything, but this is just giving you my perspective on it though. I myself always wanted to do Go Animate videos because I wanted to show off what my writings can do if they were made into a series. No, not a groundings channel. No, I'm not those kind of people. Thanks for ruining my teenhood the rest of my life, Roku. And it's not just that, though. I think even by that logic, a lot of people keep saying to me that he's supposed to make fun of those. I'm not really sure what the case of this was, though. What I do know is that it's really no surprise that a lot of the time when watching these videos, they're just hard to stomach at times, though. Roku-kun may not be watching this video because, well, again, I used to follow the guy until I turned 2021, I think. Yeah, it's been a few years now, so correct me if I'm being so much of a wimp at this point because honestly, the guy has a lot more room to breathe than what could have been, though. That being said, however, you could argue that this is supposed to show what happens when people go through child abuse, but I don't want to think like that. Coming from someone who's never had child abuse but still went through manipulation, though, from other people, I can still well tell you this is not okay. Hell, I know some of my friends who go through child abuse themselves, and this shit is not okay. Even if you were making the fact it's supposed to be dark humor, let me tell you something. This is not dark humor. It's not funny. It's not anything you can get a LOL or LMAFO out of. Yeah, I had to say that slow because you try saying that 10 times fast and you try saying what you can, though. And now all I can say, though, about this user, Roku-kun. Okay, Roku-kun, if you're watching this video, just so you know, I don't hate you, but I am really betrayed by you. I'm just saying that because I know a lot of your fanboys are going to come and attack me and say, "Oh, there's this user who says that you're a bad user, so stop them." And I think what really bothers me a lot more than that is how much these fanboys go seriously. I know I'm gonna have to say this right here and now. Even to the good users out there, there's gonna be diehard fanboys and girls out there. I know that. I've seen them. I know how they are. So be it. But what really gets to me is that I don't want to stretch out the video too long because Roku-kun is not someone I would claim for. I would not ask anyone to go ahead and watch his videos. Even if you watch one video of his, like, it doesn't matter which one, whether they're from Dora, Caillou, or Little Bill. You once you watch one video, you already know what you're getting into. Well, I say that, but the earlier videos weren't that all the time violent, though. But what really sells me is how much my eardrums. I'm surprised I never got another ear infection. Yeah, I went through an ear infection years ago, and somehow he goes through and makes them ear rapey. If you don't know what that means, well, it basically means that you take the volume, turn it all the way up to maximum, and hurt the person's ear. Thank you for making everyone go deaf, Roku-kun. I'm sure you're very proud of yourself. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna come over at me because let's be honest, they're gonna really bitch at me in the comments saying, "Oh, you're just jealous because you don't have a lot of subscribers and he does," or "Oh, you're just jealous because you haven't made any videos except these stupid ones. You're a stupid flamingo." I'm willing to take that bait because honestly, though, I don't care at this point. What I do care is that I wouldn't want you guys supporting Roku-kun to Vyonder. Like, even if he was the last Go Anime user out there who ever thought of making these videos, no, I'm not having that whatsoever, like at all. And again, I know I was trying to say as much as I could out of these videos, but with the time limit of my StreamYard, I really don't have that much onto it though because I stretched out a lot of these though. So I don't know when exactly I'll be doing another take on and such like that, but hopefully when I do, he'll have enough time for it though. I don't pay for StreamYard, I just use it on a monthly limit on 2 hours so I can say whatever I can out of them. But for this video, I'm just gonna say, yeah, Roku-kun, if you're watching this, just so you know, I don't hate you, but I am betrayed by you. So, as always, guys, thank you all for so much watching. Please like and subscribe, comment for more content, and as always, stay flamingo-tastic.